Hey, hey everybody, this is Sam with Tuscan TV. We're in Tulsa, Oklahoma today. We're going to check out the Vintage Toy Mall. That's right, you heard me, the Vintage Toy Mall. Let's see what kind of goodies they got in there. Here's some artwork they have on the outside.
Now the artwork on the outside is a pretty good indication of what we're going to see on the inside. There's going to be a variety of vendors, a variety of toys, all different types of grades. So let's go inside. Hold on to your socks because it's going to be a fun ride. Man, when you walk into the front door, you're overwhelmed with all the stuff that they have in there. They have everything you can think of. First thing I noticed is they had this amazing KO. If you don't know what a KO is a knockoff. And this was probably maybe an 80s or early 90s Spider-Man knockoff. And I loved it. I loved it so much. I mean, check it out. I mean, look at the sticker work they put on there. Look at the paint job. I love how the paint on the hands is different from the actual boots in the midsection. I love it. I should have bought that one. I did not buy that. I should have bought it. I regret it. It was only $10. I should have got it. Man, look at that thing now. Fine specimen. And they have shirts. I mean, they have apparel. Look at Iron Man. How much has changed with Tony Stark? Tony. He's so different. Funko Pop. Tons of Funko Pop. You name it. Disney. Star Wars. I mean, everything you can think of. Funko Pop. Sports. Should have bought the Snap Wexley. Should have bought the Captain Crunch. Only $15. Didn't get it. Should have bought that one. Now here we go to the vintage Star Wars stuff. Each booth has so much different stuff. So you might find something at one booth that costs $5. You might go to another booth, same thing, maybe better condition. It's going to be like, maybe a few dollars cheaper. It could be more. But man, look at this. Bags and bags of Star Wars stuff. Here we have some Power of the Force stuff in there too. I'm not a really big fan of those. I find a good figure every once in a while, but it's hit or miss. You know what I mean if you ever collected them. Oh man, check out this Yoda. The Yoda keychain. Oh, gotta have the Jar Jar. Gotta have it. Got both of those. They're so corny. I love them. That's a genius idea. Someone actually made key rings out of these. I love them. If you don't know what those are, those came with the episode 1 toys back in the day. They're pretty cool. Great idea. G.I. Joe. Come on, man. Look at that. The refrigerator. Number 72, Chicago Bears, yo. He didn't have a football. $15 though. There's some vintage G.I. Joe up top. Some modern stuff. Some cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff there. Oh, Equalizer. Come on, the Cobra Fang 2. Gravity Falls, Dipper Pines. That one's expensive. If that was a variant, that'd been worth it, but not the regular one. Not having it. It's Vinylmation stuff. I love Vinylmations. Baymax was cool, scuffed up, not worth the $12. Like I said, sometimes you find stuff that's worth it, sometimes you don't. More Funko Pops. Look at that booth. Lots of different stuff here. Lots of different things to see in this booth. It's pretty amazing, actually. A little overwhelming. I mean, you can take your time on that. Man, look at these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, they were amazing. Awesome clamshells. The lighting wasn't really great in here. You notice there's a lot of flicker because they had a couple light bulbs out. It really bugged me and really affected the video. But look at that, man. Movie Star Splinter. I mean, look at that. Movie Star Dawn. I mean, they had the real good stuff in here. I mean, they were beautiful. Great care went into these ones. I mean, they were great, top to bottom. That was some top shelf stuff there. If you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan and you want to find some stuff here in Oklahoma, Vintage Toy Mall is the place to go. It's probably the best I have seen in the state of Oklahoma, by far. Great stuff, modern stuff, vintage stuff. Classic Roth collection. Look at that. Look at these split Leonardo. I've actually never seen that one. It's pretty cool. Oh, the Ninja Turtle van. Sweet. Turtles, giant size. Loose turtles, man, look at that. Sergeant Bananas. Awesome. Very awesome. Even some loose He-Man in that booth. Pretty cool. Not bad stuff. Oh, My Little Pony. Check it out. He-Man in the Masters of the Universe booth. Man, lots of good vintage figures here. Not a lot of weapons with those figures, but there are some good figures in there. Some modern Thundercats, man. Some Savage World stuff. Some modern He-Man stuff. Some thermoses, man. You can get all kinds of stuff in this booth. Fast forward. Hello, dude. DC, man. This is some killer DC stuff, man. I had some of this stuff when I was a kid. mainly the Superman. But look at that Manus. There's an awesome Wonder Woman in that one. But look at that Superman. It's yellow, but the figure is amazing on that one. There is a Mr. Freeze up here, the Flash. That Mr. Freeze is phenomenal. I want $250 for it. Now these customs are pretty amazing. Now the Kylo Ren has a really subtle touch to it. The Scorpion from Mortal Kombat is awesome. The details on Cable's awesome, but look at that Battlefront. Now the Battlefront, they took a lot of time on that. That's an amazing repaint. The Sith Trooper, not so much. Gundam, really good job. I love that metal work on that one. Now look at that Jump Trooper again. A lot of detail, a lot of time went into that one. 50 for the one with the stand, 40 for the plain one. That's, without the stand. But man, really good job. I mean, that one really stands out. That was a hard one to pass up. It looks really beautiful. It's perfection. I mean, it really is. Now the last two they have subtle changes to them, but you can really tell in person. The camera doesn't do it justice. Now this one right here is really good. Like, look around the eyes. Really good detail around the eyes. I really like that one a lot. We have some Dick Tracy guys. You know what? These guys actually are really cool for customizations. I have seen these on lots of KOs. I mean, they're pretty cool characters. Some more G.I. Joes at this particular booth. Good pricing on these. Nice variety. Oh, Legends of Darkness. I actually love the Legends of Darkness, the Demon and the Champion. These are actually pretty hard to find. They're actually sold out. Really good ones. They have interchangeable heads and arms, I believe. Really good figures. Really good code 3s. You gotta love the horror stuff. You have everything from Jason. You have everything from Michael Myers to Leatherface. You have some Terminator 2 stuff in there. Also, I think there's some Freddy stuff over here. Some Godzilla stuff. I did not find an Ash. I'm always looking for Ash from Evil Dead and from Army of Darkness. He's a tough one to find. Man, now we move on to the Transformers. They have lots of Transformers here. They have lots of vintage Transformers in the cases. I love actually that the case that they're in. It has like this blue hue to it. It's pretty old, but check those out. Look at that Hound. There's a Hound right there. That's a good specimen. There's a Bumblebee. $150 for that Bumblebee right there. There's also Megatron in there. There's several Optimus Primes with trailers. Beast Wars stuff in there. There's a lot of vintage stuff. Skywarp. I mean, here we move on to like Broadsides. Another Skywarp, modern Skywarp. And there are Sideswipe. There's some Japanese stuff in there. There's some KO Japanese stuff in there. That giraffe is pretty sick. There's also a bunny that was pretty amazing. Oh, check it out. Look who we found on the floor. It's Bulkhead. What is he doing on the floor? Who knows? Oh, some cool Gundam and some Robotech stuff over here. Pretty sweet. Oh, no. Last Action Hero. Anyways, there's Pee Wee Herman. I love this Pee Wee Herman action figure, man. And the King of Cartoons. Man, these guys are only $15. $15, man. I'm going to have to go back and pick these up. I love those. No toy store is complete without Hot Wheels. There's a small variety of Hot Wheels. And some of these are way, way overpriced. I'm not going to lie. I collect Hot Wheels, and I've collected Hot Wheels for a long, long time. There are a few that, really caught my eye. There's that Plum there. I mean, it looks pretty sweet. That Red Baron's pretty cool, a little overpriced. That bagged Beetle is pretty good. $75 is pretty common. But man, look at that Maverick. That hot pink Maverick. Pricing, Beach Bomb. No board, $65. Look at that bad boy. Nice little rose color there. It's pretty sweet, actually. The one thing that caught my eye was the Mongoose right here. Look at that, man. The Mongoose is actually pretty good. There's no chips on it. It's got some toning, but it's pretty sweet. Now, I have a question. Why do I sound like Cartman for some reason? Anyways, moving on to the cream of the crop, man, here at the store. It's the vintage Star Wars figures he's got. He's got some really good stuff in here. Now, this particular area is by the owner of Vintage Toy Mall, I believe. And he has some amazing top graded stuff, man. In case in point, look at that Boba Fett, man. Boba Fett is amazing, man. Even the loose one he's got. Top shelf stuff right there. Obi-Wan, top shelf. Boba Fett again, double take, top shelf grade stuff right there. You know I had to get myself something. Vinylmation, yes please. Now here's a quick walk through it again. It's a really huge store, really great stuff. You can spend all day looking at everything and still not see everything. There are different vendors that bring in different stuff on a daily to weekly basis. So there's always going to be something new at this store. This is a highly recommended Oklahoma toy stop for any collector. If you're in the Tulsa metro area, do yourself a favor, stop into the Vintage Toy Mall.
Now this is part of the show when you're sitting here looking at the TV wondering, hey, who is that guy? I'm Tony the Tuscan, here for you. Viewing pleasure. So, we're going to talk about a few things we picked up here today at the Vintage Toy Mall. So, like, right over here, somewhere over here, and subscribe over here somewhere maybe, who knows. And stick around. We're going to do a little toy review from the toys that we picked up at the Vintage Toy Mall. That's a lot of toys. First off, we have the sweet Vinylmation from Rogue One. Check him out. I love that furball. Comes with the blaster. He's a very awesome dude. I like him a lot. Oh yeah, almost forgot. The sweet vintage, pretty amazing medical droid. Comes with a stand. He's got a small little crunchy part in the front, but you know, hey, I got him on a pretty good deal, you know what I'm saying? He's a pretty awesome find. Check him out. Close-up shots. Can't go wrong with the vintage stuff, you know what I'm saying? Look at that sweet stand. Perfect legs. Look pretty good to me. What do you think? So, in closing, if you're ever in Tulsa, do yourself a favor. Stop at the Vintage Toy Mall. And remember, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. See ya mañana. But wait, next time on the show, we're gonna do this sweet, Joe Pesci action figure. KO, beautiful art piece. Bike builder, down in Lawton. Pretty cool dude. I mean, look at this guy. He's pretty cool, don't you think? Next time, reviewing him and several other figures we picked up. See you later, guys.
Hey, thanks for watching. Next time, join us when we visit McKinley Design Studios and do some live castings at his annual prop party that he throws. It was very cool. We had lots of fun. And always remember, treat people well, do good things. Peace out.